How to Snap, Crackle and Pop When Public Speaking by Rebecca Hemmings. Now, who is this course for? 75% of people are terrified of speaking in public. By taking this course, you are giving yourself a significant advantage over others. This means you could get that job, secure that business, attract that mate, whilst the person next to you is still thinking about what he or she wants to say. It's about building that confidence to take the next step forward. It's designed for almost anyone who wishes to improve their confidence when speaking in public. The key word is confidence. We spend a fair amount of time looking at building your confidence and your self-esteem. And in general, these are the foundation. These are the building blocks to becoming an effective public speaker. Okay, so how to use it? I recommend just going through everything all at once. It's not a long course, it's a free version. There is a full version that will be available very soon. It shouldn't take you very long, but take notes because obviously we don't absorb everything that we hear, and listen to it quite a few times, and so it absorbs into your blood, so you feel as though you really know this. So as I mentioned, there is a comprehensive course which is available very soon, where we'll go through a lot more, go through this in a lot more detail. There will be far more tasks. We'll also look at the mind work, how to prepare your mind, changing negative beliefs. We'll look at creating a plan to build your self-esteem. We'll also look at how to create an eye-catching title. We'll also look at learning how to please your audience by using specific presentation techniques. So we'll go into depth and we'll talk about rhetorical devices, oxymorons, tricolons, alliteration. All these elements can really help to build a strong and compelling presentation. We'll go through stories, questions, movement. How do you move? What do you do with your hands? What do you do with your body? Visual aids, because obviously they're important as well. And we'll also look at learning styles. So this is just a small sample of what is available on the comprehensive course. And so let me know if that's something you might be interested in. In fact, I'll put you on the mailing list anyway, and I'll let you know when that is available. So as I mentioned, 75% of people in the world are scared of speaking in public, which is really, really crazy in my mind, because for me, it does come easily. But do you know what? No. Although it seems as though, wow, that's a large percentage of people, I do understand it, because when I was growing up, I was also scared of speaking in public. But what saved me were drama lessons. I'd come alive during these drama lessons, and I was taught how to enunciate my words, and I just became brave on stage, even though as a child I was very naturally shy. So glossophobia is a fear of speaking in public. Glossophobia comes from the Greek word glossa, meaning tongue, and phobos, meaning fear or dread. So many people only have this fear, while others also have a social phobia. Okay. Now, this is a type of social phobia. Social phobia is an irrational and intense fear of one or more social situations. Most sufferers fear only specific social situations, although those with generalized social phobias fear most social encounters. So it's useful for you to know which you suffer from. Okay, so people who fear public speaking generally lack confidence and self-esteem in particular areas of their lives. Now, it doesn't mean it's across the board, because there's some areas, maybe around your children or around your family, or in your workplace, where it doesn't involve public speaking, you're quite confident. But in some other areas, you probably do lack confidence and self-esteem. So it's important that we do build that. Confidence is the act of appearing self-assured. You appear to value yourself and your contributions, and you're not afraid to show it. Though it shouldn't be confused with arrogance, which you know is being big-headed. Self-esteem is having the genuine belief that you are so your genuine belief in who you are, and what you represent is of value. You often feel great on the inside, and that often leads you to having confidence on the outside. Most people who suffer from glossophobia, as I said, they have this low confidence and self-esteem. So therefore, if you build on these things, you will become that much closer to becoming an effective public speaker. So building that confidence. What are your skills and accomplishments? I want you now to do a task. I want you to write a skills and accomplishments inventory, okay? A list of all your skills and accomplishments. Think about all the achievements and skills that you've acquired to date and write them all down. Spend time doing this. Go back as far as you can remember. Include all your educational qualifications, moments when you helped others, anytime you might have received an award, getting a new job, having babies, getting a new car, getting a new man or woman, a pay rise, anything. Once you completed this, you can't pretend that this person isn't you. You've done a lot, and I just want you to absorb that information and then read the list again. Now I'd like you to write a short paragraph on why this person is so wonderful. Everyone has done something great. You've done some wonderful things. So list the reasons why you're wonderful. And then, as I say, write a paragraph on why you are so wonderful. And if you find that really difficult, read the list again, but imagine it's somebody else. And then write the paragraph about this other person. And then put it down. The next day, go back to it and read it again. You've really got to grasp what is so great about you, and you've got to be able to speak about it, because if you don't speak about it, nobody else will. It's highly unlikely. It happens sometimes, but you've got to blow your own trumpet, seriously, okay? And no one's saying you've got to be a show-off or be arrogant, but be firm in your knowledge, so that when you're speaking to people, and specifically if you're speaking in a sales environment or in an environment where you've got to convince somebody of something, you can back up what you're saying with your skills and your accomplishments, okay? So, changing negative beliefs. Because we all have them, we do. And it's important that you have a positive mindset. We all hold a set of beliefs that are based on experiences and others' experiences. Not all are true, and it's important to know that not all your beliefs are true, okay? And the negative ones must be improved to enhance your life experience and to build your self-esteem. So an example of a negative belief would be, I don't know, people who have lots of money are all mean, or all men and women will eventually break your heart. Can you imagine if you walk around with those beliefs, that you're never really going to work towards getting a lot of money if you think that everybody who has money is mean, and you're never really going to trust someone in a relationship if you think that all men and women are going to break your heart. So you have to change these beliefs. So one way to change your beliefs is to ask probing questions. The following are from the speaker and author Byron Katie, who has a line of inquiry called The Work. I highly recommend getting her book, or at least checking her out on YouTube. The questions she asks in order to change your beliefs are, number one, is it true? Is what you're saying true? Is your belief absolutely true? Do you know it as a fact? Number two, can you absolutely know it's true? So ask yourself again, really, can you know it's true? Number three, how do you react when you believe the thoughts? So how do you feel when you believe this thought? How do you react? And number four, who would you be without the thought? I'll say that again. Who would you be without the thought? Key, because that changes everything, okay? It's most likely that the person you're going to be without that thought is going to be a much improved person. So change the belief. All right, moving on. How to please your audience, okay? So what we want to move on to now are stories. Stories can be amazing with regards to enhancing your presentation. They offer a great way to take people on a journey with you. They create interest and they create imagery in people's minds. People can see things whilst you're saying what you're saying. There are many ways that you can use stories. You can use a story as a preamble. Now, preamble is your introduction, or you could use a story to emphasize a point within your talk. Or if you're feeling really clever, you can use a story that you keep coming back to throughout your speech. The most important things to remember are you must make them short and snappy. And most importantly, they must be relevant. Okay? Relevant to your main message or whatever key messages you're delivering, it's got to be relevant. Okay, and that's it. So make sure you use those stories. Okay, overcoming nerves, because everybody gets nervous when they present. And I still get nervous. I definitely get nervous, but there are various ways of overcoming those nerves. And I think the first thing to say is that nerves aren't all bad, because they help to keep you on your toes. If you're too relaxed, then you can become complacent. So it's important to have a little bit nerves. It keeps you, aware and alert, but not too much that they cripple you. So in overcoming nerves, preparation is key. If you know your presentation, if you practice your presentation, if you know your facts, if you're ready for the questions people are going to throw at you, you're going to be prepared. Therefore, you're going to be more confident and you're less likely to be nervous. Okay, know what the audience wants. Why are they there? Why have they come to you? You got to find out what it is they are after and give it to them. All right. And once again, practice. I can't say this enough. So many people think, oh no, once I've written my speech, that's it. I'll do it on the day. No, you cannot do that. That is asking for problems. Okay. Practice it, and then it becomes a part of your being, so that even if you do momentarily forget a word, you'll have been so used to doing it, it will come from you. Okay. And make sure you create a preparation plan. Okay. Again, it's all about being prepared and practicing. Okay. How to structure your presentation. Very clearly, guys, it's got to be logical. It's got to be easy to follow. A story has a beginning, it has a middle, it has an end. What journey, excuse me, does your presentation go on? Okay, so very simply, a very simple example of a structure. There are many different types, but it's like your story where you got your beginning, middle, and end, but you've got your introduction, which is inviting, it's informative. Maybe you've started with a strong statement or a really compelling question that people have to think about. Or again, it could be a story. And then you got your main points. Okay, pam, 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 hit them with it. Okay, but again, make them logical. What a great tip is to always think about the pain points of your participants. For instance, if you're talking about weight loss, what will happen if you continue to put on weight? Think of all the health ailments that you could experience because you're overweight. I'm not saying say it like that, but do you know what I mean? You'll get the point. And then tell them about the solutions and how easy it can be. Put that all in your main points. And then in your conclusion, make sure it's coherent and well thought out. There are many different types of conclusions, but again, I don't have time to go through this in the free version, but get the other version, the more comprehensive version, and we'll go through that. Okay, so we have reached the conclusion of this free course. Right, so I really hope it's been of use to you. Well done. You've gone through, you've made a start, you've made that first step towards becoming a more effective public speaker. But it is a journey. It just doesn't end there. It's something you've got to hone. You've got to hone that craft. You've got to keep practicing. You've got to keep learning. And the more you know, the stronger you'll be, the easier it will be. Okay, so create a mental list of what you're going to do next. Take the full course as soon as it comes available. Stay in touch with me. I do private sessions. Get in touch with me at www.rebeccahemmings.co.uk, and that's REBBECCA Hemmings.co.uk. I'm open and willing to have a chat with you at any time. Consultations are free. Guys, thank you, and I wish you all the best. Okay, so who is this course for? This course is for anyone who wants to improve their public speaking and get a basic grasp of the basic principles of public speaking, whether it is you just want to build your confidence or whether it's your first time even entering the realm of public speaking. This course is for you. Stopped it, didn't I? Damn it, I'm so silly. Okay. I'm gonna be alright. Doing this. You just gone, so.